Hey everyone, we're the Nintendo Power Couple. I'm Felia.
And I'm Danny, and today we are so excited to talk about an event that Nintendo invited us to in New York City at, I think it was Yo Sushi, right?
Yo Sushi, that's right.
Yes, we went to Yo Sushi to play some Sushi Strikers, the Way of Sushido. And we had a blast.
We really did. Now, first of all, the place is super cool.
Yeah.
You walk in and well, Nintendo had the whole place, which was really cool, and there was sushi and food all over the place. But what's really unique is that they had conveyor belts going around the entire restaurant with sushi and sushi plates, and you could just like pick up your sushi and eat. So I was personally excited about.
As they had us in booths, and each booth had the couple switches that were in handheld mode.
Yeah.
Linked up to the table. So as you're playing the Switch, right to your side, it's just sushi just slowly driving by on the conveyor belt. So
very nice.
Very tasty. And we even got a parting gift we wanted to show.
Yes.
Nintendo actually gave us candy sushi to bring home after the event.
It even
so thank
says,
you.
Like Sushi Strikers on it.
Yes, available June 8th, 2018.
That's
so
right.
This is really cool.
Now the thing about that super cool little takeaway is now we're probably never going to actually eat it because it's so cute looking.
That is going to go right here next to Kirby in our collection.
Yeah, we have our awesome friends gave us a Switch cookie one, so we have that too. It'll go right in that section.
With our little Switch food area.
Yeah. So we got to try out the game.
Yes.
And again, I think you guys have probably seen it before, but
in a direct, I think they revealed it in a direct, I believe.
Yeah.
A while back.
But we actually got to play it, and we had a little bit of footage for you guys during PAX. But this was the first time we kind of got to both sit down and play it together and take some more time and get to see more of what the game was like.
Yes, and if you guys haven't seen it already, we also were on Game Explain talking about our thoughts on this. So if you guys haven't checked that out, we chat with Derek of Game Explain, and we talk all about Sushido, the Way of Sushido.
Totally in depth with it. Get his opinions as well.
So go check that
out.
That's
going to be in the description, and we're going to link it up.
Yeah, so go check that out. But we're going to talk about and show some of the footage we got, some handheld footage during the event.
That's right.
So to start off, what did you think of the game?
I thought it was a lot of fun. Now, when we first saw the trailer, I have to admit that I was like, what's this? Why are we getting this?
Too.
Nobody really asked for this. Where's Animal Crossing?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
But once we actually got to play it, first I played it at PAX and got to play it again at this event that Nintendo invited us to. It's really a lot of fun, and you have to get your hands on it and actually play it yourself. Because when you see the demo, it's kind of like
it looks hectic and crazy. It looks like it's
yeah, you kind of can't follow what's going on correctly or really get a feel for how much fun and excitement is actually in the game. So for me, I don't know. Am I saying a lot?
No,
How do you feel about
it?
No,
you're doing great. You're fine.
So I loved that you can play it both touchscreen and you can play it with the controls.
Yeah.
And the animated cutscenes were one of my favorite parts.
It's hilarious. Like, we didn't realize how much story is actually involved in this game. There are fully animated cutscenes. It's anime.
Yeah.
And it really has great comedy to it.
Acting.
Yep, full voice acting. So there's an actual cohesive story that kind of strings all the gameplay together. There's an overworld map with individual levels you'll go into. And
a lot of levels.
A lot. The first world, what did you say? How many do you think we saw in the first world?
It had to be almost 30 levels.
Yeah,
in the first
world.
Alone.
And we only got to play the first world and a couple levels of the second world is what we got a taste of.
Yeah.
While we were shoveling sushi off the conveyor belts.
Eat sushi, play.
Yep.
Eat sushi.
Now, what I loved about it, which was a new thing for me to find out, was that there's these characters called sprites that it reminded me of Yokai Watch a little bit, because they're like these mystical characters. Like my favorite was the one that you're kind of paired with is Jinrai. They give powers to you as you're playing the game. So Jinrai's power is to turn all the plates of sushi into the same color so that you can link all of them up. So
basically, if you didn't get to see the video before or check out the Game Explain video, in Sushi Strikers, basically there's rows of sushi going by, and your objective is to match up plates plates that are the same color and make stacks of plates. And then the bigger the stack of plates, the harder it's going to hit when you throw it to your opponent. You throw it and it smacks them in the face, which is fun. So the more you're able to stack up plates, the more powerful the moves you have to beat your opponent.
Yeah.
And another part that goes along with the strategy of that is the sprites that come in. You can get 3 of them on your team, and they help you out. And each different sprite has a different ability that helps you out. Like
Jinrai's doing the whole where all the plates are the same color, so you can link up like 18 plates at once, I think, almost.
And then there's another guy, I can't remember what his name was. Unicorn. We didn't get to play with him, but he's a unicorn, so gotta have him. But we got to play with one, I can't remember what the sprite's name was, but he actually made the plates electric. So when you shoot it at the opponent, it shocks them, which is even more fun. So
what it basically is, you're trying to lower the HP of your opponent's 0 using sushi plates. But the strategy comes in deciding which sprites. It reminded me of, like we were saying, Yokai Watch meets Pokemon meets Sushido. Sushi. Because you have to choose your right team. If you choose the right characters or sprites that you want with you that have the right powers, and try to best your opponent. And we were talking with Derek, and he brought up a good point how certain sprites actually bring up more of the same color. So like you could try to have 3 sprites that might bring up more chances of green plates, so you can link up more combos. So there's a strategy involved where you could kind of decide what your team's going to be like and how you're going to best your opponent, and you also gain experience, which was another new thing that we found out, where like you level up your sprites and yourself, your character, which you can play as a boy or a girl
which
too.
We love.
What is the main character's name? I forget. What do we have?
Musashi.
Musashi, yes, thank you. Yes, so it's Musashi.
And it's the girl or the boy, either way is Musashi.
Yes, which Derek told us, which was really cool. I didn't realize that. It's I think he said the cutscenes are all the same for boy and girl. Like they reanimated and did cutscenes for the girl version.
And there's voice acting for both characters, which is
crazy.
Really cool. Yeah, I think there's so many. It's hard again to see in that trailer the value of the game, but once you get to play it a little bit, you really see that there's so many layers of things that are interesting that's going to keep your attention. Like there's the animated cutscenes that are funny and entertaining, and then there's the little sprite characters that you fall in love with and you want to like make your little team, and then
get plushies of.
Or get plush. Oh my god, please make some plushies. And then there's also the play dynamic itself, which when you're playing and there's that adrenaline going, and you want to like battle and you want to win, and it's really, really fun.
Now, you can play in multiple ways. Well, first off, this is on Switch and 3DS, but we only played on the Switch so far, and I think everything we've seen has been on the Switch. So I don't know. We can't really speak on the 3DS's version. We know from the event there is no cross-platform play between two, so if you have it on the 3DS and your friend has it on the Switch, you guys cannot verse each other online or locally. But what we found out with Sushi Strikers is my train of thought is gone.
I think what you were trying to... I will jump on that train and keep chugging along.
The power couple.
Save it. I think what you were trying to tell everyone was about the the multiplayer that you can actually... There's multiplayer with multiple switches. That's how we did it. But you can actually do the multiplayer on one Switch, so we'll have the Switch between us, and then one player plays in the foreground where you see the conveyor belts, and then the other player plays in the background,
which is a disadvantage.
Yeah, but you assume that maybe the person that's a little bit more skilled and experienced would take that position, so the new person could get a chance to learn how to play it.
Now, at the event, we got to test out the local wireless mode, and we played a couple matches against each other, which were the basic matches.
I stink at it.
Well, that's what it was. Sorry, that's what it was too. I was going for the controls as well. The controls, you can do touchscreen or you can do traditional buttons. And what I found was almost, I liked the touchscreen at first, but then I started kind of going towards a hybrid thing where you could, kind of press, I think it's the A button on the color sushi, and then move the control stick around to try to get as many plates as you can. It's a lot easier than using your finger because I found it a lot more responsive, and a lot of the times it was getting plates I didn't notice were there.
And we even talked about the fact that when you're playing you're trying to make the matches with your finger, sometimes you block your own view of what's going on, especially if you got like big hands.
Yes.
It tends to happen. But it's really cool because you don't have to choose just doing one or the other. You can do a combo, which I ended up doing. Yeah, in handheld mode, a lot of the times I was doing traditional controls for gathering the plates, but when you had to activate the special, your sprite special powers, I just let go of the controller and press which character I wanted to, because I found it easier that way. It was quicker to pick out of the three which one, because you could decide whose power you want to use. Like I loved using Jinrai's power because, like I said, it was all plates same color. It was a quick way to just kind of like move the control stick around. Manageable. Now, while we were at the event, we actually got challenged by Derek in the game, and Derek and I played best out of 3. He won. I won 1. He got 2. And then we tried playing. We were playing, I think it was chaotic mode, where there's special powers. Where, so we tried out the story mode. We got to try out a little bit of that, the first level, and a little bit of the second level. The
volcano world.
And then we also tried out multiplayer.
Yeah.
And in multiplayer, there is the basic setup, and then there's also chaotic mode, which puts in a lot more
that's what I was aiming
items, and
chaotic mode has items where it'll like freeze time, so what you can do is like, let's say that it's a bubble on a plate that'll say like stop time, and it might say it has a 6 next to it, which means you have to have 6 plates linked, and then when you touch that, your opponent freezes, and it's the perfect time to launch a lot of attacks. So it is very chaotic. Yeah. But it was also a lot more fun, I felt, because it
definitely is.
That added to it, like.
And also the row of plates where these extra what
like
would
bubble,
you call
I forget
them?
what they're called officially, but they're like power-ups. Yeah,
the power-ups.
Yes, the power-ups.
The lane that they're going on is actually a middle lane that you can actually use, or your opponent can use. So if you're not fast enough, your opponent's gonna get it, and you're gonna get frozen.
Yes. So Derek beat you, and then I had to avenge my wife, and I had to go back and beat Derek one more time.
Avenged me.
I had to, I had to avenge Felia, so I had to make that one count.
Yes.
But what we found was that it was just this. It was fun. Like, it was competitive. I never once felt like when we lost, it was like I wanted to try to be better for the next one. Like, it never. And they also, to talk about it, they level out you guys online and in local co-op to the same level. Everybody's, I think, level 30. Yeah. So you're maxed out. You get to, I think you get to pick your sprites still, or you get to change your sprites, I think. But your team members. But you were always going to be, so when you jump online, if you're level 5 in the game, you will be level 30 online, so that everybody's in even playing field.
Yeah, which
is cool.
Forces you to learn how to use the strategy a little bit more, and how to use your characters a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because everybody's on the same level of experience.
So what we're hoping for, well, first of all, we're hoping that watching this video and hearing us talk with Derek on Game Explain, you guys kind of get more of a feel of what Sushi Strikers is about. I know Nintendo hasn't really, I don't think they've shown it off to its true potential yet, and I hope they do.
It's super important, and I really hope that they somehow put out a demo, maybe on the eShop, or even if it ends up going to the Nintendo New York store, or at GameStops or something.
Something to
play.
There
needs to be a physical way for everyone to actually get their hands on it and play it, because within the first couple minutes of trying it yourself, you're actually going to realize, like, hey, this is hilarious, and this is a lot of fun. Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. I went into it with no expectations, like really low, because I just didn't know much about the game based on, they just had a little trailer. And I was kind of blown away by how much fun I was having. Absolutely. And it's become a game that I'm really looking forward to. It launches, let me get the sushi real quick.
Check the sushi.
According to our sushi, it launches on June 8th, so it's right before E3, which can have that, we're worried about it getting lost in the mix of E3. So hopefully,
with a lot of announcements happening, I'm sure.
So, we hope you guys check it out. We hope you guys, if there's a demo, play it. If not, we hope you guys try to find a way to play it, or take a chance on it.
And if you
have fun with it.
If you have any other questions that you might have about it, let us know, and we'll try our best to answer them in the comments.
Yes, we will. So, as always, guys, gaming is better together. Also, real quick, again, thank you, Nintendo, for the event. I cut into our thing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nintendo, for inviting us to the event. We had such a blast, and we hope you guys had a blast watching this video.
For sure.
Until next time, guys,
thanks for watching.
Hey, so if you liked that video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Nintendo Power Couple YouTube channel, and follow us on social media.
And if you want to support our channel, be sure to check out our Patreon or grab yourself some NPC merch.
So remember guys, gaming is always better together, so until next time, thanks for watching!